my channel. So today's video is going to be a college related video. So I'm going to be showing you the things that I used the most my freshman year of college and the things that I'm most happy that I ended up bringing with me. So kind of like the main necessities that I brought with me that I've used all the time and I think are very helpful. And so I figured I'd go ahead and share my input with you guys in case some of these things may be things that you don't always think about when you're packing to go to college. So maybe this will help you a little bit. So I have a bunch of things I'm going to show you guys. Some of them are more obvious things than others, but we're just going to go ahead and get started with the things that I used most at school my freshman year. Okay, so the first thing I have to show you guys may not apply to everyone. It depends on what school you're at and how they run their systems and everything. But for me, my freshman year, I used a lanyard and a little card holder every single day. I use this for my ID. I would have my ID here, and I also kept my room key on here because in my school I actually had to have an ID that I would have to swipe to get into my dorm building, and also used it for food, like your meal plan and everything. So we used that for a lot of things. Laundry, that was all on this swipe card. So I would put that in here, and it was really helpful to have this thing because I know a lot of people who they had like little wallets and stuff that they kept theirs in, and it was always a hassle to, get it out of the wallet and then swipe it and stuff, and they would often lose them and stuff because it wasn't like secure in something. So having one of these, I know mine's really dingy and like disgusting looking by now, but honestly it helps so much. I've broken every single one of these holes. I'm on the third one. I'm gonna get a new one for next year, but they're so inexpensive. I know you can get them on Amazon for super cheap. I think mine at the bookstore, and my bookstore is more expensive than like a normal store. I think they were like $1, so that's saying that they're pretty cheap. So it was a really good idea to have my ID in here so that I could just always carry this with me and just slide it whenever I needed to and not have to dig in my bag and get things out and everything. And then also for our room keys, we had an actual like key you stick in a lock and you turn it and everything. So that was really nice to keep on here too. So I always had the two of them together and I was never losing my key and stuff. And yeah, I really like that. And then I just liked having the lanyard because I know it's such a freshman thing to do, to bring a lanyard, but honestly I tried just having a little key fob kind of thing, or whatever you want to call them, like one of those little lanyard things. I don't know what they're called, but just having like on a smaller thing, or just like attaching them together and putting them in my backpack, but I would always lose them and stuff like that, and I just loved having the lanyard. I don't know why, but it was great. So mine's from Vera Bradley, in case you were wondering. I don't know what the pattern is called. Definitely check out something like that if you are kind of in the same boat as I was. And to go along with the whole key thing, this may be kind of stupid to some people, but honestly this saved my life. I showed this in my dorm decor haul, I believe, last year, and it's just this little thing that says keys. I got it from Walmart, and it was like plain, and I painted it the colors that it is to match my room, and it just has 3 little hooks on here to hang your keys, obviously. And I hung this up. I had like my wardrobe right next to my door, and I hung this up on the side of the wardrobe so that as soon as I walked in the room, this was right there waiting for me to hang things on it. I literally would have been lost if I didn't have this thing, because I hung my keys on here, my car keys. I had like a hat, a fly swatter, like a bunch of random things, but having this there, I always, as soon as I walked in the room, I would put my keys on there and then I would know where they are. I know people who did not have a system like that were always searching for their keys. My first roommate, she would lose it all the time, and we would go on hunts and stuff like that, like trying to find her keys and everything, but it was just really simple and it kept a lot of things organized, and I just loved having that there because I never lost my key or my ID or anything, and it was really, really great to have, and I think it's really cute too. It kind of adds to the room and it matched my decor, so I really enjoyed having this. So up next, I'm going to recommend having a whiteboard, and this can come in handy for so many different things. Originally, my mom told me I should get a whiteboard because she said back when she was in college, all of her friends, would like hang them on the outside of their doors and like write notes to each other and stuff. I was like, Mom, that is so like outdated now, like no one does that anymore, which is not true because people did that all the time. So she told me just to buy one anyway and do that, so I was like, fine. So I put this on my door, and surprisingly everybody else on my floor literally had one too. People would write to us all the time and everything, so that was really nice to have a whiteboard for that. But I also had another one, so I actually have 2, but I'm just showing you one. I used another one for my math class. I was in calculus my first semester and supply chain management my second semester, and we had a lot of like online work that needed to be submitted. So I would literally use this every single day to like work out problems for my online web work, and then I would, just because all it wanted was the answer, to submit the answer, so I would work it out on here and then just submit the answer online. And this helped so much. It saved so much paper, and it was just really nice and convenient to have, and just like do it and then erase it and start the next problem. I would also use one, I would make lists of what I needed to do the next day, and I'd put it next to my bed, so when I woke up I had a list of everything that I needed to do, or like reminders to do something or print something out, things like that. So this was really, really handy, and once again, they're super inexpensive, so you can even get a couple of them and use them for all different things, so definitely recommend getting a whiteboard. So my next recommendation is a backpack, and mine's really, really heavy right now, so I'm just gonna put it down. And you may think that that's really stupid of me to even sit here and like suggest having a backpack, because duh, it's school, you should have a backpack. But I'm saying this because I mean having a backpack over having like a purse or like a shoulder bag or something like that. Because at least for me, my experience, I felt like going to college, I wanted to be like super cute with like a really cute bag and like not a backpack, and I wanted to look, you know, like grown up and everything. And the thought of it in my head was like a nice idea, but then like as I was thinking more practically, I'm so happy that I ended up getting a backpack instead of like using just a bag or anything, because in college the books get bigger and heavier and you have more of them, and you're always carrying around like a laptop, and I always had a million notebooks with me. My classes weren't always the closest things to each other, so I would often have a bunch of classes worth of stuff in my backpack at a time, so that I could like go to class, go to the library, go to my next class, like drive downtown to my next class. Like there was a lot of moving around and stuff. So I wanted something that was going to be durable and that could hold a lot of things, and with holding a lot of things comes a lot more weight. So having just a shoulder bag can really actually mess up your back and stuff. And so I really didn't want that to happen either, especially if you're someone that has a long walk to get from class to class. If you're on a really big campus, it'll definitely be more comfortable and more practical to have a backpack that you can put on both shoulders, and that you'll be able to haul all that weight across campus with you, instead of just having like a shoulder bag or something that's not that durable and is not really going to last you that long. So the backpack that I have, in case you're wondering, is the JanSport Trans is what it says. It's just gray. It has a bunch of pockets and stuff. It has a little water bottle side pocket thing there that I use all the time, and it was wonderful for me. I loved it so much. It has the perfect amount of pockets and a perfect amount of space, and it's really, really durable. JanSport has some really great backpacks. So my next suggestion may also be another obvious one, but if you are using a community bathroom or sharing with other people, I would definitely recommend bringing some shower shoes, shower flip-flops. No, these are not the cutest shoes I've ever owned. I really do not like camouflage, but I had them, they were cheap, and so I decided just go ahead and let them be used in the shower. But yeah, if you're using a communal bathroom or anything, it's a lot safer for everybody just to wear shoes. It's just cleaner for everybody. So definitely recommend bringing some shower shoes, just some cheap shoes and stuff like that. Another thing I saw a lot of people recently doing is bringing their own shower mats, like those things you put on the bottom of your tub. Just bring in one of those, and then you don't have to wear shoes, and you can just roll it out and place it on your floor while you're showering, and then roll it back up and, you know, take it back to your dorm and stuff. And I actually did think about doing that last year, but I didn't really have a practical place to put it to dry where it wouldn't be like dripping all over my floor or anything in my room. But it is a really good idea. It still kind of like makes the feel of showering not so weird and different. So if you want to try that, that's also a good option to go. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you is something that saved my life my freshman year. I don't know what I would have done without these. Literally saved my life. So that is power strips or extension cords. So I think I had about like 6 plugs, like 3 outlets with 2 plugs each in my room. Maybe I had 4 outlets with 8 plugs. I'm not entirely sure, but it all really depends on how you set up your room and what outlets you're actually going to be able to utilize, and what is like near the thing, like near your electronics and where you want them to be plugged in. So extension cords are really nice, so you know, so that you can reach all the outlets that you have in your room. But these were also really nice because I had a lot of things to plug in. I mean, the room itself came with a fridge to plug in, a microwave to plug in, and then our desk had like a built-in light that you had to plug in. So that took up 3 outlets, or 3 plugs right there. So it definitely wasn't going to be enough. I had like, you know, I still had my phone charger.
My laptop charger, I had a couple lamps, I had my printer, we had a TV, we had Christmas lights, we had a vacuum to vacuum, like we had a lot of stuff to plug in.
So definitely recommend getting a power strip, at least one. I had like 2 or 3, I think, in my room, and then also some extension cords, just so that things can reach and you can utilize all the plugs that you have in there. So the next item is my Tide Pods, which were literally my lifesavers last year. Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm 19 years old, and before I went to college, I never did laundry a day in my life. True story, I never did laundry at home, so detergents and fabric softeners and dryer sheets and bleach and everything, stain removers, was totally a foreign concept to me. And if you would have given me a jug of each of those things and told me to go do laundry, I probably would have destroyed the machine and destroyed all of my clothes. So that was not an option for me to learn how to do laundry with. So Tide Pods literally saved my life. I'm not even kidding. They're the best things in the world. I mean, the fact that they have everything already in them and like portioned out and everything is wonderful. Now, also depending on your situation, in my situation my freshman year, my dorm had 3 well, technically 4 floors. It had 3 floors of like living space and then a basement. Our laundry room was in the basement and I lived on the top floor. So to do my laundry, and we had no elevators, keep that in mind. So to do my laundry, I had to walk down 3 flights of stairs to the basement and then carry it back up when I was, going back up to my room and stuff. So it was kind of like a little bit of a trip to carry, a whole laundry basket full of clothes. And then if I were to have to carry like my jugs and stuff of laundry detergent and everything, that would have been a lot to carry and I wouldn't have had enough hands and it would have been heavy. So it was really nice having the Tide Pods because I would just take a couple of them out and throw them in my laundry basket and just walk down the stairs with everything. So it made it a lot less heavy and so much more convenient to have these. And these literally last so long too. And in the beginning of the year, I think I had gotten, this is a new one I actually just got recently, but the beginning of the year I bought one of these things that I want to say it had 81 pods in it. And it lasted me the entire year, and I think I still have some left over. And I did laundry, I did it once a week, but I would do like 3 loads a week. And I would use sometimes I would use 2 Tide Pods though per load because my washers at school sucked. And I recommend getting the ones with Febreze. Originally I did not have the ones with Febreze, but then I bought these and they smell so much nicer. And that's my Tide Pod spiel. I really, really, really love by those. I swear by them. So Tide Pods all the way. The last thing I have to show you guys before I end this video is I recommend getting disposable kitchenware, you'll call it. I guess that's what it's called. But before I went to school, buying all my dorm stuff and everything, I bought those I don't remember what they're called. They're starts with a C. It's plasticky glass dishes, stuff like that. I don't remember what they're called. But anyway, they're basically plastic dishes. So I bought some of those. I bought 2 plates, 2 bowls, 2 cups, and then I had silverware, legit silverware. And I also brought dish soap and stuff like that and sponges to clean it and everything. Living in a dorm and having a communal bathroom, I was way too lazy to eat something and then have to go to the bathroom and wash it right away. It wasn't just I had a sink or anything that I could go wash it in my kitchen. I was in the bathroom. The sinks were weirdly shaped. It was hard to wash bigger things in there. It was just not ideal. And then if you had food still on your plate or in your bowl or something, it couldn't go down the drain and it was just a mess. So I really just got tired of doing that really quickly. So I ended up going out and getting paper plates, paper bowls, plastic or disposable silverware, cutlery and stuff like that. And it honestly was the best decision because yeah, you may have to buy them more often and stuff like that, and it's not environmentally friendly or anything, but it really did just it made life so much easier because you could just throw it away when you were done with it, and that was that. Alright, so that is everything that I have to show you guys right now. I think I covered the majority of the things that I wanted to. I was kind of a jumbled mess this morning trying to go through this huge pile of stuff sitting in front of me of all my college stuff is just sitting here, and so I was trying to find everything that I wanted to find, but I probably have missed a few things, but that's okay. I'll be making more college videos this summer, so I'll be able to incorporate more things as I find them. So I hope you guys found this video somewhat helpful, and if you're starting college this year, please let me know down below if there's any videos you would like to see, or if there's any advice you would like, or anything like that. Please let me know, and I would love to answer those and make some videos for you guys about them because I think it's such an exciting time, starting college, and it's a whole new chapter of your life. So if you did find this video helpful at all, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I really appreciate all the support that I've been given so far, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye!